CMT has a brand new show premiering this Friday night at 10. It follows the lives of NASCAR's first ladies. The show is Racing Wives, and you're going to get a look behind the scenes at a sport that millions of people watch each week. Sisters-in-law Samantha and Ashley Bush are joining me right now. And ladies, you are married to brothers, Curt and Kyle Bush, who are together two of the best race car drivers in the world. And I want to ask you, as I look at this, you know, people get this vision, and you even talk about it in a show, of like a trophy wife. But I think people don't appreciate that when you have drivers who are ambitious and edgy, they end up with spouses who are ambitious and edgy. How does that kind of come through on your show?
You're exactly right. And about the trophy wife comment, I earned my own trophies out on the polo field, so it's really very different.
Yeah, completely. Racing Wives shows that, you know, we don't only just go to the track and support them. We love to do that. We're there 38 weeks out of the year doing it. But they also support us just the same. So they're there helping us with our businesses, foundations, everything. So the show shows a lot on the track, but more of what happens off the track in those situations.
Yeah, I got to watch the premiere episode, and it really is the kind of show I think my wife and I could watch together and get a kick out of. I'll tell you, just over a week ago at Kentucky, your two husbands, who are brothers, were basically banging cars all the way to the end to try to figure out who is going to win the race and probably knock the other one out. I've got to ask, what's running through your mind when you're watching something like that happen?
I couldn't even watch. I had to record it and watch the last few seconds later. Once I saw the first bump, I'm like, okay, I'm done.
And we were texting each other the whole time like, oh gosh, please let this go well. Please let it be okay. But I think, you know, from doing the show and Ashley and I growing our relationship over the years, we've gotten close, and it's brought in the boys a lot closer because they know that regardless of what happens on the track, they're still going to have to be at family dinner together.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's really interesting that somebody can take away from watching a show beyond just, you know, race cars going fast, is that connection that you've got these two brothers who really didn't have a very strong relationship. And talk to me about how you two kind of being together has sort of brought them together.
I think you're right. Curt and Kyle's relationship throughout the years has been a little tumultuous, but I mean, that's to be expected, racing at the highest level against your brother 38 times a year. But getting to know Samantha more and hitting it off with her right away, we've just brought everybody closer as a family. And I think Curt and Kyle are realizing that it's actually fun to hang out with each other now.
Now, I'm a racing fan, but talk to me about, for somebody who's not really a big racing fan, there's a lot that would appeal to them on this show. Talk to me about how, why a non-racing fan should be watching on CMT this Friday.
Yeah, I think a lot of what the show also highlights is that, you know, we're women in this sport, but like Ashley said, we have so much going on in our own lives. And so it shows us from starting businesses to running them to balancing family life, friendships, and all the other things that go on. And so I think that's really why a lot of people will want to tune in, even if they're not race fans.
And I will tell you guys watching that, your houses, if you can call them a house, oh, there's one like showing on the screen right now, like holy cow. Talk to me really quickly about sort of the NASCAR lifestyle that people are going to get a peek into when they see this. It's there's a lot going on.
NASCAR is really a tight-knit community, and we all live around this giant centralized lake right outside of Charlotte, and it's called Lake Norman, and it's beautiful, and the houses are beautiful, and we're very blessed to live there.
Yeah, and then, you know, going to the racetrack, you'll see we kind of have home away from homes, and all the drivers and crew chiefs, everybody's in a bus lot together, and that's where we essentially live Thursday through Sunday, and it's really cool. We have a 4-year-old son, so a lot of the tracks will have parks or different activities for the kids, and so it's pretty cool. I mean, it's challenging traveling that much, but it makes it a lot easier.
Well, we've been talking about the 90s a lot here on the show today, and I will tell you that when you think of the soap operas in the 90s that showed like the glitz and the glamour and the action, like you guys are actually living it, and it's a pretty cool opportunity to watch it. Thank you so much for being here with us, and I want to remind everybody that Racing Wives debuts coming up on CMT this Friday at 10 o'clock. You can flip on your DVR right now and set it to watch. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you so much.